safety. A simple word, but to thousands of Blockbuster employees, it is the primary concern as we carry out our jobs. It is also our responsibility. Blockbuster employees have a three-part safety goal: to prevent accidents, reduce job-related injury, and to comply with national as well as local safety standards and regulations. In order to achieve this goal, Blockbuster has instituted a comprehensive safety program designed to protect our employees and our customers. While it's up to the store manager to build a store's safety foundation, it's up to everyone to make sure that the store is a safe place for employees, vendors, and customers. Of course, the first step to ensuring a safe working environment is to hire quality employees and train them on the importance of safety in the workplace. Training employees starts immediately, helping them understand what constitutes a safe working environment. Managers are responsible to repair all potential hazards and unsafe conditions inside and outside their store. Store managers make routine inspections of the store and vestibule, commonly called the entrance or exit. Why? Because accidents can happen if we don't watch out. The floor area in the vestibule should always be clean and dry. Floor mats should be used whenever necessary. Always check to see that floor mats are not curled on the edges and are clean. On rainy days, the mats should be rotated to make sure they are clean and dry. Move around the store to make sure no carpeted surfaces are frayed and that no floor tile is beginning to pull up at the edges. Clean up all spills immediately. Put out the mop bucket in the area where mopping the floors or cleaning up the spills is taking place. All sales carts should be positioned to provide enough space for comfortable shopping and meet the Americans with Disabilities Act requirements. Carts should be no more than 36 inches in height, and there should be 36 inches all around the cart. This will avoid potentially hazardous and embarrassing situations arising from increased traffic flow down the aisles. While setting up displays, ensure that there are no sharp or jagged edges. A good time to do this is when restocking the shelves or carts. Do not leave end caps without merchandise on them. Be certain that the sales floor is clear of any boxes, merchandise, or signs that are not in use. Place any of these items behind the counter so that the customer's path is always clear. Otherwise, be sure and keep all storage areas neat and well organized. This means no trash or clutter. If you don't need it, throw it away. Do not overload shelves or store items on stair steps or landings. Of course, we never store items on stair steps or landings where employees or customers might bump into or stumble over them. Always stack boxes so the heaviest is on the bottom. Also be sure that boxes are not so full and heavy that they might collapse, and don't stack the boxes higher than you can comfortably reach. In stores without fire sprinklers, the top of the stack must be at least 3 feet from the ceiling. In stores with sprinklers, the stack must be at least 1.5 feet from the ceiling. If stored chemicals leak into food items, poisoning is possible. What's wrong with this picture? Never store food items on the floor or near chemicals and cleaning supplies. Do not store material or trash in the restrooms. Place those items in their proper place. Make sure that the employees' restroom and the public restrooms are clean and neat. Electricity can be very dangerous and must be treated with respect at all times. Be sure all employees know where the breaker box is and what each controls. Never stack boxes, trash, or any other objects in front of the breaker panel. If you see any items being stored near the box, remove them immediately. Always assume all electrical wires are hot until you are positive they've been turned off. Avoid putting too many plugs into electrical outlets. Only use power strips with built-in breakers or surge protectors. Use extension cords only when necessary, and never remove the plug from the wall by tugging on the cord. When running a power cord, never run it across the floor or under floor mats. Being careless around electricity has been a jolting experience for some people. Never alter plugs by removing the ground or third pin. Report damaged or corroded switches, plugs, and cords immediately. Never use any kind of electrical equipment if your hands are wet or you are standing in water. If there is smoke, First, check to see the extent of the fire. The store manager should be able to determine if the fire can be controlled with a fire extinguisher or if the fire department needs to be notified.
Fire alarm sounding 3523 Wickenhauser. 3523 Wickenhauser.
Fire can destroy property and cause injury or death. Fire safety is one of the most important safety programs we have at Blockbuster. Every one of us can help prevent fires by following a few simple guidelines. First, practice good housekeeping. Poor housekeeping can increase the chances of a fire starting. Trash should be put into the appropriate container and emptied daily. Be sure to check the restrooms regularly to ensure that customers or vendors have not thrown burning cigarettes into the trash can. As mentioned earlier, replace damaged cords or plugs on equipment and never attempt to splice a power cable. Never remove the third prong on any plug. Never run power cords under carpet or floor mats. Avoid putting too many plugs into one outlet or power strip. Use power strips with built-in breakers or surge protectors. Use extension cords only when necessary. Never jerk a plug from the wall using the cord. In the case of a store fire, if the manager determines it is a small one which can be quickly dealt with, try to safely extinguish it. Each store has a portable fire extinguisher for use on small fires. It is important that the fire extinguisher is kept in good operating order. All extinguishers must be inspected every month by the store manager. Each monthly inspection must be noted on the back of the tag with the date and signature or initials of the inspector. A tag showing the current annual inspection date must always be in place. The inspection is valid for 1 year from the date punched on the tag. Make sure the safety pin is in place and the seal holding it is unbroken. Be certain the indicator on the gauge is in the green. The extinguisher must always be mounted on the wall and have clear access to it at all times. To use the fire extinguisher, first call the fire department and evacuate the building. If the fire is small, remove the extinguisher from the wall and place it on the floor. Remove the pin. Aim the nozzle at the fire and squeeze the trigger. An easy way to remember how to use the extinguisher is to think of the word pass. Pull out the safety pin, aim the extinguisher at the fire, squeeze the handle, sweep across the fire. Always remember, if the fire extinguisher is not enough to quickly put out the fire, get out of the building. Do not take an unnecessary chance. Your safety and the safety of our customers is more important than Blockbuster property. After using the fire extinguisher, be sure and call the service company and have the extinguisher recharged. One last note on fire safety. Each drop box has a fire extinguisher mounted inside of it. This must also be inspected on a monthly basis by the SM. Contact your district leader if there is no fire extinguisher in the drop box or if the charge status indicator needle is not in the green area. We train everyone in the store on proper safety procedures. But even in the safest stores, accidents may happen and you must be prepared to handle them in case they arise. If an accident should occur, your first reaction may be to provide help to the victim. Because of the danger of exposure to disease and the danger of not providing proper treatment to the injured party, you should not give first aid to an injured employee or customer. Never offer an injured person any kind of medication, including aspirin. Some people can have an allergic reaction to certain types of medication. Instead, you may let them know you have a first aid kit. Open it and let them choose what they need. If the injured person has a small cut or scratch, ask them if there is anything you can do for them. If they request a Band-Aid or gauze, get it for them. However, never apply the bandage. Let the injured employee or customer open the bandage and apply it themselves. If the injury is serious, immediately call 911. Never move an injured person if there is the possibility of head or neck trauma. Ask the person to remain still until professional help arrives. Try to keep the injured employee or customer calm by reassuring them that help is on the way. If the injury was the result of a crime, contact the police. Always gather as much information as possible in order to fill out the incident report. If an incident occurs in your store, you must fill out an incident report immediately, even if the employee or customer says they're all right. When filling out the report, do not leave any blank spaces. The information you provide on the report must be accurate and should be as detailed as possible. Stick to the observable facts. No opinions or speculation. If you do not know some of the needed information, write unknown in the space provided. If the information requested does not apply, write in not applicable. You must fill out an incident report for any type of injury that occurs on Blockbuster property. The report must also be completed for any damage to either a customer or Blockbuster property, or in any other situation that might result in a claim against the company. The incident report is used to assist in organizing all of the facts before calling in a claim on the Blockbuster incident report line. Fill out the time and date of the incident, the store number, address, and phone number. Description of the incident or injury. Any damage to Blockbuster property. The injured customer, vendor, or employee's address, phone number, and member number. The type of injury sustained. If the injury is to an employee, you must also include job title, hourly wage, and whether they are part-time or full-time. Date of birth. Social Security number. Any witnesses' names and addresses. Any potential hazards you see in the area in which the incident occurred. If the incident involved a vehicle, try to get the owner's name, driver's license number, insurance information, and vehicle ID number, such as the license plate information. After you have completed the incident report, you must call the incident report line at 1-800-793-7736 and give the information from the report form to the report line representative who will assign the case a report number. Write the report number in the box at the top of the incident report. Include the videotape of the incident from the store's CCTV camera. Remove the tape and put a note on it with the store number and the incident report number from the top of the form, along with the date and time of the incident. The tape should then be sent to the Corporate Risk Management Department, 1201 Elm Street, Dallas, Texas, 75270, along with the incident report form. A copy of the form must be kept in the store file under the tab Risk Management. If the incident involved the commission of a crime, keep the CCTV tape in case the police request it. If they do, make sure you get the officer's name, badge number, the case number, and a property receipt before you hand over the videotape. After you've gotten all of the information needed to fill out the incident report, you need to clean up the accident site. First, you should eliminate any remaining potential hazards. If the accident included blood or potentially hazardous material, contact the district leader for the name of the vendor who handles these situations. If necessary, block off the area to protect other people or property from further damage. Move any merchandise that has been affected or is in the area that has been affected. Once again, it is important to collect all the necessary information to complete the incident report and follow the steps for reporting the incident to the Blockbuster incident report line. Although emergency situations are rare, you must be prepared to handle them in the event that they do occur. Some of the type of emergencies you may encounter: power outages, fire, earthquake, flood, tornado, hurricane, bomb threat, or riot. These types of incidents can result in major damage to the store, injury to employees or customers, and in some rare cases, death. In each of these cases, the most important thing to do is to remain calm. If you keep calm, those around you are more likely to do the same. If you must evacuate the store, direct all customers and employees through the nearest exit. Remember, the nearest exit may be the emergency exit at the rear of the store. Depending on the situation, it may be safer to remain inside the building. If that is the case, lead the group to the safest spot inside the store. If it is safe, the manager on duty should check the selling floor, restrooms, and back room to be certain that everyone has left the store and is in a safe place. If the store is vacated, the MOD should lock the front door behind them and call the district leader from a safe phone. Never return to the building unless directed by law enforcement, the fire department, or other public authority at the scene. Remember, in all cases, the safety of Blockbuster employees and customers is our main concern. Review the information provided in the SOP manual, and be sure that each employee is familiar with all safety procedures. If we continue to think safety and make it part of our primary concern as we go about our jobs, we will provide a safe working environment for employees and customers alike.